What's good, Joe? We back. Oh, it feels good to say that because I ain't been here in a minute, man. But you know, obviously, I had to come back through for the Justice League RWBY Part 2 trailer, which we'll be getting into in a minute. But first, I just wanted to touch on that poster that they posted or got leaked, I guess. I don't know what happened with that. First things first, Al Gore's got muscles, man. Look at it. Let's just sit back and enjoy that for a second, okay? You know, because a lot of people, myself included, have been saying, like, given how strong Yang is, given, you know, RWBY swinging around that scythe all day, you should have some muscle mass to your body, you know? So it's cool to finally see it in these models. I'm digging RWBY's ponytail. Weiss with her hair down, similar to Winter, looks absolutely gorgeous. So, again, perfectly fine across the board. But then you have, like, the thing that just ruined Twitter for, like, a couple hours to a day. Blake doesn't have her ears. So it's like, and people have really just lost their ever-loving mind when it comes to that. Like, people are calling it whitewashing, people are throwing around insults already, and it's like, it's not that serious, dog. I mean, for one thing, like, we have no details on, like, the storyline that's going to come from that. Like, and obviously, it's gonna be a storyline from that, you know, given how Vixen, you know, became a faunus when they went to Remnant. Blake is becoming human as they go to, where is it taking place? Metropolis, I guess? Maybe Gotham City? I don't know. One of those cities. But it's like, it can really be interesting the way they do that storyline, because it's like, it's gonna have to be much more introspective, you know, because in DC Universe you have Superman, you have Flash, you have Martian Manhunter flying around. So it's like, if Blake's walking around with cat ears, you're not gonna get looked at twice. You know, you're not gonna be treated any differently as you would in Remnant. So that basically being a sign of her as who she is, of her as a minority, and you take that away, it opens a lot more for herself and to, what's what I'm looking for? Maybe like reassure herself or reinvigorate herself that that is who she is, and like that, like her fighting for those struggles and improvements are part of who she is. Kind of like what we had in Volume 9, basically, when you had a little inverse self and she kind of made that declaration. Very similar things that I would expect, but I hope that it can go into deeper and get even more fleshed out in Part 2, kind of like how Jessica was in Part 1, which, again, like, Jessica was the best thing in Part 1, so hopefully this will give and elevate Blake to be the best thing in Part 2. But damn if Twitter don't know how to ruin stuff, you know? Anyway, going on from that, predictions, obviously, like I said, well, near the end of my Part 1 review, I was like, oh, it'd be cool if we end up in DC, which seems to be a guarantee. They were setting up a villain, so obviously Smart Scientist Boy, gonna be Watts, happy to always get him back. So let's just get into the trailer and see what we can find. Ooh, okay, let's go. Okay, so pressing play, and 3, 2, 1, play. And that's a cool little way how they change stuff, like
we need your help.
DreamWorks does.
Grim. Yeah, not pretty.
So Adam Black came over to the cast.
So many of them. How did this happen so quickly?
Kilgore.
Really?
They're all buff.
Really?
Buff mommies.
I had the weirdest dream.
It wasn't a dream. We were in Kilgore's digital world.
So I wonder how they're gonna do that here too, because it was a digital world, but now it's like,
Someone smarter.
So, what do we do?
how do they get Grim View?
Team RWBY.
You know, it's bad all over, but why does it feel like they have it out for us?
I really want like a cooler Batman in this one too, though.
Again, Ruby Rose. Here.
Those designs really are so cool.
We're different.
Oh, look at
here.
that! Like the little splurge with the Grim. And Blake, hello?
I wish we reconnected.
Darkness Shadow Powers?
But our world hangs in the balance.
Another sea Phalo.
They made a new Grim.
Wait, a new Grim? Not sea Phalo? No.
Grim has evolved. They're sort of powered to fight
Do
us.
they have powers similar to the Justice League?
And can shift to our weaknesses. How are you doing this?
Yeah.
Whoever is
Wait, pause.
What they're
Okay,
doing.
well, it's basically almost over. You know, okay. So, okay, questionable. So, two things. One, it said it shifts to the weaknesses. So, I was like, oh, they have the powers of the Justice League. But then I saw that, and I was thinking, like, so is that supposed to be kryptonite? That's the rational explanation. However, off the wall prediction, green on Grim, if you are or have been a fan of this series and just about anything that comes out of it, you're gonna remember Grim Eclipse, right? If you play that, we also had a crazy scientist in that goes by the one Dr. Moreau, who very much looked like, who had this kind of like, I don't remember what it was, like if it was crystals, if it was something, because I ain't played Grim Eclipse in a minute, but either way, it kind of looks similar to that. So I said Watts, but did they bring in Dr. Moreau? That's what I want to know, okay? I don't know, man. I'm just throwing that out there.
We need to end this.
Also, Wonder Woman still freaks me out. Like her face still
Let's go.
just, I don't know, I just can't get behind it. Like, this does look cool in their part 1, I'm not gonna lie. This does look cool in their part 1. Okay, so, again, like, last time, I said I was still intrigued with what they can do, and this shows that, at least I'm hoping it does, that it can still keep that intrigue up. One thing, though, that I'm kind of questionable about is the extreme lack of Juniper. You know, they also played a role in part 1, but it's like, are they just not here? Like, and again, it's like, how did Team RWBY get to DC World at this point? If it was kind of like a virtual reality simulation in the first one, it's like, is it the same thing again? And then if it's the same thing, how did Black Canary get pulled in? Why did Juniper not get pulled in as well? Or because Juniper's not there, then we're gonna subsequently get even more members of the Justice League, you know, because we all got Black Canary. Are they gonna bring in like Martian Manhunter? Are they gonna bring in Hawk? Or, you know, just other people to fill out those other 4 spots that would have been filled out by Juniper? Either way. But through the trailer as well, you know, we saw the Osa walking into the it looked like a laboratory, obviously, with the little test tubes on the side again, which I said Molo because of the crystals, but that lab seems to be like experimentations on Grim or monsters. Look, the idea of what Molo did in Grim Eclipse, very interesting, very cool. So I can see it definitely coming back in here, and or at least some version of what he did coming back in here as well. So it's like it would just be a waste to leave that in Grim Eclipse, basically. So either way, like I said, I'm still hyped for it. It's going to be a cool little popcorn flick. Cool to see him interact with the heroes from DC. And it's something to tie us over until Volume 10 comes out, and I don't know how long. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you maybe for the movie review if I don't do anything before that. And that'll be it. Peace. #Greenlight Volume 10.